to the Power Comics Book Club Live. We are here. Woo! How's everybody doing? Welcome. Obviously, we have our usual twosome here, but we have a new face here on the Power Comics Book Club. That is Rami Bennett, who is our Manhattan correspondent. Rami, can you say hello?
Hey, good to see everyone. Thank you so much for having me.
We're glad to have you on this special ep-ish of Dark Angel, Hart D. Fisher's scary, very misanthropic, concerning. I'd be a concerned parent about this issue. But we're going to be looking at it today. Pretty excited. Joined, of course, to my left, our power celebrity perma guest, Mr. Ben Marra. Ben, how's it going?
Very well, thank you.
Good. And of course, wow, what's going on with the hair? Really pressed down today. Ooh, love it.
Slick back, baby.
Ooh, sleeky. All right, well,
this comic deserves a wet ponytail, which I think really.
Well, let me introduce you, Mr. This is our head researcher, everybody, but you already know him, and you know him as Gabriel Rubendeichel. Gabe, how's it going?
Oh man, I freaked out by this comic, so let's just get right into it.
And I actually forgot. I was going to surprise you guys. I actually have my own Hart D. Fishers here that I'm going to be wearing for this video. But this is not my prescription, so I might have to take them off periodically.
Instant Dahmer.
Totally.
Yeah, I think it's very appropriate that I wear my Hart D. Fishers, my Dahmers for this video. But before we get into Dark Angel, guys, I want to make a few announcements. Number one, I have two surprises. I have two surprises to unveil at the end of the video. So everybody stick around for a couple of goddamn surprises that I have. The next thing is I need the Power community. The Power community, I need you guys. We need 1,000 subscribers is what we're trying to get to for our next goal. And the prize, if we reach it, if you haven't subscribed, you should definitely do it right now. We're going to do another live, but another table read video. I don't know if you've ever seen our John Tar table read. That's where all of our friends get together and we pretend we are the characters in the comic and act it out. We're going to do that live for, I think we've decided it's going to be Torch, maybe John Tar 4 or Torch. But we're going to do that live with a cast of professional actors and a theater troupe we're going to get together. So at 1,000 subs, we're going to do that. And that's a modest goal, I think. Right, guys? Come on.
Very modest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on,
so tell
guys.
your friends, get your mothers, get your fathers. Yeah.
Exactly. Tell your family.
And let's do this.
Convince your senile grandma to subscribe to our channel.
Yeah. I have to drink beer for this episode because this today's ish, man. I don't know.
It's a big boy.
Yeah.
This is some heavy shit.
Yeah.
But the reason we brought on our Manhattan correspondent, Rami Bennett, for this very special episode is you are a Hart D. Fisher historian. You are maybe his publicist. So tell us.
Biggest fan. Yeah, should I tell you a little bit about where my love for him came from, or just
a
little history?
Yeah.
You better.
I think.
Explain yourself, Rami.
He's a very sexy man, as we're about to see in a few of the clips. Number one, but yeah, I was rifling through Evan's Power collection. I think Dark Angel is the one that just like popped for me the most. Right, went through it. Super dark, like we were saying, Ben. Just the sub-genre of Power comics, of the satanic, the goth, the school shooter, the metal comics. So I think that appealed to me. Did a little research, and then found out that he was this kind of like enfant terrible, right, of the 90s, indie comic world. Yeah.
Very pretentious. Man, but great style, hence the glasses. And I think that, like we were sort of saying, this is the dark side of Power Comics. This is the dark, disturbing underbelly. Like I said, this is for mature readers. If any of the Power Comics are for mature readers, it might be this one. So
yeah. And I think what's cool too is that this one touches upon the whole like 90s censorship thing.
Right.
And what was going on in that era of like the backlash against the, indie comics that were like obscene or violent. And so he was kind of like, before like Mike Diana and that stuff happened, like he was sort of front and center on all the talk shows, like mothers and community groups were like up in arms, this is not for children, this is obscene. And he was basically saying, this is for mature audiences. These are very serious comic books. So it's very fun. It's a slice of 90s culture history.
So, well, thank you for that brief history lesson there on Mr. Hart D. Fisher. I think nothing quite sells Hart D. Fisher like seeing Hart D. Fisher. So we have a new special feature here on the Power Comics live stream, and this is the first time you guys are seeing this. Welcome to Power Comics TV, where we're gonna start. We're gonna start.
Great.
Well, we're gonna start. We're gonna watch some videos together, guys, if you don't mind. Just to get a little taste of the man that we're about to get into before we get into Dark Angel, of course. So, anyway, what's the first clip we're gonna see? Are we gonna see some Sally Jesse Raphael?
Jesse, yeah, I think Sally Jesse is the first clip. Yeah.
So, to those who don't know, Hart D. Fisher is perhaps the most famous power creator. Most of these, power comic creator guys, they are, living in the basement. They're from regional places all across America, very isolated, and their work anonymous, right?
Living in anonymity.
Exactly.
Hart is the most infamous, I would say.
Yeah, infamous is good.
Point.
Infamous. There you go.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on. Yes. No. And the one thing I wanted to say too is where like the experience of reading Power Comics is like kind of trying to imagine what the backstory would be, trying to imagine the bio of this. But let's take a look at, you never would have guessed a Power Comics creator would be on Sally Jesse Raphael. So without further ado, let's take a look at Hart trying to defend himself over the controversies that he is created with his comic books. And then we should show the Dahmer comic too, because we have it. But here we go.
For sure.
Here's Hart looking sexy. Let's take a listen.
I have not made a dime off the Dahmer comic. In fact,
Why do you print it?
I printed it because I believed in the book.
What book?
The Dahmer comic, all the other comics I've put out, they're sources of information.
Wait, you're doing this.
You look at this as an illegitimate
There it is.
source.
No, you're doing this as a philanthropy? You said I haven't made a dime.
I haven't. I've lost $1,500 in legal fees on that book.
Okay, but I understand that you.
Very good seals.
I understand that you believe in it, and I'm willing to listen to why you believe in it. In
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge.
People need to know how serial killers operate. Yeah, Dahmer was being put in the media as this handsome man. People magazine's top 25 most intriguing people of the year. No, he's a pedophile. He's dirt. He's portrayed as such in that comic book.
Yes. Awesome. So
yeah, dude.
So there you go. So that's Raimi in there. He's really standing up for tried and true to the to his vision there.
Well, what's funny, like right before that clip, what he's saying to the audience is like basically like, Sally Jesse, you're the one exploiting everyone. Like
right.
You're the one making the talk shows are the evil here. Like they're making money off of people's pain. I'm just some kid who wrote a fucking little comic book that's making no money. Like you're the one who should be held accountable. And so like she's getting kind of prickly because it's totally true. I agree.
Yeah, no doubt.
And just really quickly back to the Power TV. On the flip side of that, I think what makes him more of kind of the Power Comics creator version of that is, maybe he could have brushed up on his research a little stronger when making the Dahmer comic, because here he is sparring with actual family members of the victims of Jeffrey Dahmer on Larry King Live. So can you believe a Power Comics creator on Larry King Live? It's unbelievable. So here we go. Check this out.
We're depicted in one of these. Yeah. Right? Can I see it? Is that you up in the...
Yeah. Mr. Fisher, I'd like to ask you, had you ever seen me in court at all?
No, I didn't watch any of the TV. When I did the research for the book, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Did you know what I looked like before you did the comic book?
I had no idea.
No idea. So you just assumed I was a Caucasian woman.
When I went into the public library to do my research for the book, it never stated whether you were black or white, so I had to make a flip coin judgment on your name, Carolyn Smith.
And my color, too.
Exactly. I had no idea what color you were.
Can we show the picture, please? I'm holding it. Can we show it? There it is.
That is my mistake completely in my research.
Power Comics on Larry King Library.
Well, let's go up the page a little.
None of the what I've read in any of the books or the newspapers ever stated what color Carolyn Smith
There
was.
it is.
Well, I've been seen in a number of papers and everything, but Mr. Hart, now that we're on national TV and my mother's looking at this program as well as myself and my family, I think you should apologize.
For what?
For putting me as a Caucasian woman and not investigating, because that seems to be the problem with you people. You think you can say and do whatever you want to these families, and we're not hurt by it.
Oh, boy.
You even put my brother as a Caucasian boy. Now, had you seen my brother, and he was one of the victims.
Did you try to sue over this?
Yes, I did, and I lost through the First Amendment, and I've had that up to here, too.
If it does bother her heart, what's the problem in apologizing?
Well, the problem is this. Why don't you go out and create your own product?
And write a book on what it's like to be a black called a Caucasian who becomes a victim?
So,
something like
there
that.
There you have it. So,
I mean, what's especially dumb about that is all of Dahmer's victims were like black or East Asian. So what?
Exactly.
So this was the thing also at the time. It was like there was a huge like community sort of like activist uprising movement happening in Milwaukee at the time because of the disparity that was happening in the community with the victims and with policing. So this was in the news all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, he ended up depicting this one victim as white, and he was in fact black. But you know, in the comic, this is the comic itself here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's interesting because actually he kind of gets every other person right except this one character. So you know, he tried his hardest, but he was at the library, I guess. He claims to be at the library, so he wasn't watching the news. So I guess that was one of the issues.
But working in isolation, you know, it's all very singular. I think that's kind of what classifies it as a power comic at the end of the day. And Dark Angel, I think, is before. I think it must be before Dahmer. But anyway, let's take a look. Shall we get into it?
Yeah, I mean, it's good we have all this set up before we get into this absolute psychotic power comic, because I hadn't put two and two together. You know, I had read this before, and I think we had talked about this guy, and I'd seen that clip. But while I was reading this, I was just like horrified, and I was like, oh God, this guy, I don't want to talk about this, because in the event that he wasn't Hart D. Fisher and hadn't had any success, which he has had, you know, he's a very prolific and successful guy. If the guy who made this comic, if this was it, I would be absolutely mortified to run into him in an alley. This is to stay in like depraved isolation after this is like, ooh. Anyway, let's get into this
all right,
piece of
so
shit.
Let's go to top down for Dark Angel. Here we go. I always gotta have my power props for to get into it. Ben, was this your first time with Dark Angel?
Yeah, I'd actually never come across this before, which is unusual for power comics, because a lot of the books we do, I have had at least some sort of sampling of what they were in advance of reading them for the first time. But this one I didn't even know about before you put it up. So I came in like completely cold. And
your thoughts, just off the top, of what did you think?
I mean, it's pretty mind blowing. It definitely feels like sort of teenage goth metalhead fantasy sort of killing spree comic. I'm actually surprised that there aren't a lot more power comics that are sort of just like this comic. Maybe there are, and I just don't know about them. But I was blown away by the art as well. I thought the art was exceptional.
The art's dope.
Yeah. And I actually wished I had was reading a different story with the art, because the story kind of gets like to be like kind of like a one note sort of played over and over again. But yeah, I kind of wanted to see a little bit more of like a traditional, like maybe lower stakes story being told with the art, just because I really like looking at it so much.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a handful of like family annihilator power comics out there. I think Heaven and Hell, which we reviewed on the Instagram, is a great one out of, I think, like England. Another just depraved, angsty, gory nightmare. But yeah, this, like, I totally agree with you. This art really stands out. I love this guy's art. I love this cover right off the bat. This is like, this reminds me of like a CSI episode, like a painting they would find in like a serial killer's apartment, you know, that he painted or something.
Amazing.
But it's great.
Well, Jason's in the chat. Hello, Jason.
With his Tim Hortons.
Yeah, demonstrating his Canadianness.
Yeah, we're drinking Sapporos here. Definitely need that for tonight. Ramey and I got the Sapporos. Gabe, you're drinking God knows what.
Some vodka with something in it.
All right, but let's get into this very trenchcoat mafian adventure here with Dark Angel. Amazing cover. We love it. It's incredible. Make a great shirt, by the way. But this is, now, guys, I don't know if you read the fine print on the introduction here. Okay, good, because this is incredible. First off, this little...
Love that painting.
Hopefully it's a self.
That drawing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's great. It's totally cool.
Wild.
But,
yeah, it's really weird.
This obviously printed on, like, you know, an Apple II printer here, which I love. What it says about the artist. He's a senior in painting at the University of Illinois. So, art student, as we were talking earlier, not as untrained as most of the power folks, but is testing for his black belt in Taekwondo, April 28th, 1991. He puts a date to it. So we just passed the 30th anniversary of that. So congratulations. Hope you passed, Hart.
Damn.
And cranks out the pages when listening to Rhino Bucket.
Yeah, I couldn't find any Rhino Bucket.
Did you? Did you look for it?
No. Of course, I was aggressively Googling Rhino Bucket. Don't Google Rhino Bucket, guys. You're not gonna like it.
Rhino Bucket. So then that is of note, but also in the fine print here, which I think is going to seal our doom here. He says no part of this publication may be reproduced without written permission from Boneyard and Boneyard Press, that's the publisher he runs under, and copyright holder. If you mess with my book, I'll find you and burn your genitals with cigarette butts or with cigar butts.
Nice.
So that's who we're dealing with here. That's kind of the mind frame. That's the angst that's going into.
We're playing with fire here. So.
We're playing with fire. We're playing with a man's genitals, or our own genitals, and fire. And
I'm playing with my genitals.
Oh God!
Stop. But not with our Manhattan correspondent live here. All right, so I gotta take these off because I can't fucking read with these goddamn things on. I'm sorry. I'll put them on at the end if you really want me to put them back on. I'm just
all good.
Okay, so let's get right into it here. And also the pretension is going to become very noticeable off the top, which I think goes hand in hand with the goth sort of school shooter thing.
Yeah.
So imagine a bottle of fine wine, its seal unbroken, aging in a basement. Hidden from the light, it does nothing but collect dust on its label. 2 weeks ago, on my 18th birthday, I realized the bottle was empty. Oh. I sit in the dark with the dust, a hollow vacuum pulling at my skin from within. My life was nothing but a dull ache waiting to implode, until 2 weeks ago, when the pain left me with an answer. I must fill the bottle. Okay. And keep reading here. I don't know what we're looking at here. Is this a carcass?
I do.
Cat.
It's a mutilated cat, Evan. Keep going.
Yeah.
Beaten like with some sort of like pipe bomb, or what is that?
That's a wine bottle, dude. Dripping its last drops of Pinot Noir, dude.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I think
what
it
is. Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing.
Okay. Did you ever wonder what happens to your soul when it dies, leaving the body? If you sat next to someone who is dying, tasting his last breath, would you feel it pass through you? Would you be able to cling to a shred of that fleeing spirit, a tiny little sip of wine to make your own? Something to fill the bottle, just a little bit. Okay, so that's the frickin' entrance there. Look up Rhino Bucket beat to death like a dog. Oh, God. I don't know if I want to. The doorbell is ringing. So this is our splash page. Ben, as far as the power splash pages goes, where does this rank?
Very high. I think that this is actually, at least it's not like a shot of a door frame or like a, empty alley or something like that. There's actually some stuff going on here, which is pretty cool. And like the writing is, pretentious, but it's actually pretty high level for a power comic.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say.
All right. Now we're getting glimpses of some faces here, which are superb throughout this whole issue. I love the way he renders faces.
Very good.
So, anybody home? Yo, Johnny boy. Hey, John, quit stroking the goat. Oh, boy. Here we go. Quit stroking the goat. It's me. And then does that say Genge? I guess. It's me, Genge.
Yeah.
Apples
look pretty good.
This is my favorite page in the whole comic, actually.
This is great. Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah. This kind of reminds me of our friend Tim Hudson's art in high school, Gabe.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
You can see it, right? Go ahead, Joe. Mooch all you want. And then blah. And then, asshole, how come you didn't go to work? And this is he's...
I love that panel.
He's gently poking his nose because he's of his loving friend while he's chomping on a Granny Smith.
Yeah.
Eh?
That's a really weird Granny Smith.
Mm-hmm.
That is very strange. I had to kill the cat. You mind if I do some dishes? And then he reaches for the knife. And then here we go. The narration continues. What if it was someone who died suddenly? If you squeezed the life from them up close? If you opened the bottle earlier than it was meant to be? Would you be able to take a bigger drink of wine? Kill the cat, right. Mega Bob had to work your shift. We're short of lifeguards as it is, So whoa. What's happening?
That's such a tantalizing word balloon. First of all, I want to know who Mega Bob is.
Yeah.
I want to know his story. And I just love this stuff about not showing up for work, people having to cover for you, and being a lifeguard. And I want to know that story. Unfortunately, we don't go down that path, but
the fact that they're lifeguards. He wrote a story about lifeguards.
Play the game The Sims for a while. I think you could get all your answers there. You just love the generic.
You're right. Yeah, I do love generic low-key hangout story comics.
Mm-hmm.
There's very few and far between. It's a very small genre.
So I had to know. I needed the wine. So I guess blood is the wine. And then he stabs his fellow lifeguard colleague in the neck with this knife, which is awesome. I love the framing of this panel, too. It's pretty awesome.
His face is amazing. That's maybe the best face.
This face?
Yeah, the dude that he stabbed.
Yeah. Like very just detached, misanthropic. Yeah. Self-portrait. And then, holy shit! So now he's surprised by the blood spurting out. I love this kitchen, too. Incredible kitchen back here. I didn't know a human being had that much blood in him or how much pressure the human heart exerted on its arteries. So much blood. So much blood. And then, don't worry about the pain, Joe. It'll only last another minute or two. And then we cut to a guy mowing his fucking lawn. Yeah. Yeah.
So bleak.
Pretty bleak so far. This is, like I said, power nihilism here. We're in full swing. But should we keep going?
Oh, yeah.
Do.
Okay. So, wait, what is it? Are those his eyes or the apple reflected in his shades? Oh, I don't know.
Those shades. Those are
both, dude.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Is it eyes or apples? Or both?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Oh God, dear Lord. Okay, my neighbors were assholes, quiet, sneaky assholes that would stab you in the back with a Teflon smile. The Raymonds were a perfect example. They've always parked their cars in front of our house, even though their garage was empty. God, so petty. Or teach their kid to tease the neighborhood dogs. I wanted to kill that fat fuck in the middle of the yard in front of anyone who would watch. So, okay.
Wow.
Mr. Raymond, could you come over here for a minute? Sure thing, Johnny. And then,
God, while he's just jamming out to Rhino Bucket, he's writing all this garbage.
I know. Yeah. And
I don't know
then,
what that sound is like.
Oh my God. Yeah. What do you think it does sound like? Like Fishbone or something? Like that's what I'm picturing.
Like Primus.
Yeah,
like
you
goth
know,
Fishbone? Yeah.
It does have like a kind of primacy name, doesn't it?
Yeah, totally. I need a hand with the lawnmower. Think there's something wrong with the carburetor. Carburetor, I like how he's spelling it too. Carburetor, eh? You probably got a lawn boy, don't you? And then he's opening the door here. It's a little dark in here, Johnny. Why don't you flick on the lights? Say, John, this is an electric mower. They don't... That's right, asshole. And then he flings, I'm guessing...
That's cool.
What?
I don't know what he's hitting him with there, but...
Yeah.
Sledgehammer.
Is it? Oh, right.
Yeah, you see it in the second panel on the left hand
Okay.
page.
Gotcha.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, of course. His bitch wife never said a harsh word to anybody's face. She was a wallowing hog that came home with grocery bags stuffed with Weight Watchers dinners, yet never lost an ounce. Their first child was a pathetic pussy.
I could see him like presenting some of these pages to his like class in art school
critique.
and getting critiqued and then getting further entrenched in his like angry, violent, like people are just like, this is a little much, you know, and it's just like, oh, and goes home and then draws him murdering a baby, you know, just
I'm so glad that we preempted this with the videos of Hart, and also it's on you, Power Community. You fucking voted for this one, so this
I blame you.
Yeah, it's them. It's their fault. All right, so then so their kid was a pussy. Oh yeah, he's at summer camp now, probably getting beat up. Okay, and then you just see when you see this panel, you're just like, oh Jesus Christ. But you know what, Ben? We always talk about how it's hard to draw babies, and pretty damn good baby here.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's communicating the babiness pretty well.
Yeah, babiness. Mommy will be right back. And then rattle. Tommy, how you doing? Oh, and then this scary
love it.
Yeah.
Drawing with him holding a wet banana here is
that's a scary knife. It's like Bowie knife.
Yeah, it's like a machete almost.
Oh,
yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah. Does this comic have a letterer? It does. We didn't mention it. Carol Butzek. So he thanks Carol Butzek for lettering and her support. Her ever-loving support on this issue. Oh, guys.
God.
Unbelievable drawing. Fucked up, but
it's great.
Drawing.
I mean, it kind of reminds me of some like early Raymond Pettibone
totally
stuff.
Punk Flyer. Some Punk Flyer shit.
Yeah, it's Punk Flyer-y.
Oh, these glasses, by the way.
She's great, yeah.
Yeah, that's you. It's a portrait of Evan right there.
All right, so, honey, I'm back with your favorite marmalade-flavored gummy bears. Jesus.
Marmalade gummy bears.
It's so condescending to Suburban.
I know.
He has disdain for like ordinary people.
He has disdain for gummy bears. Like, fucking gummy bears, dude.
Yeah. And then, Tommy! And then, of course, we have Slaughtered Child. Sorry,
yeah,
guys.
we talk about how hard it is to draw mutilated babies, and he did a really good job.
Oh, God. Have we gone too far? Is this power over the line? Come a little closer, bitch, and get what's coming to ya. And then, oh, God, this gets even more hateful. Strap in. I'm the one that has to fucking read it, so I didn't write this. Disclaimer. Stupid cow. Her baby's sliced from head to crotch. Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Yikes.
On the kitchen table and doesn't give a second thought to how it got that way or if the killer was still around. So there you go. Everybody, hello. Thank you.
God.
Thanks, Power Community. The baby's guts were still steaming when she walked in, yet she didn't smell the blood down the hallway.
Steaming baby guts was.
I can't stop smelling it.
That is like a Cannibal Corpse song.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. So, hi, John. Hi, is Nicole home? Yeah, she's upstairs. Come on in. What happened to your shirt? Oh, you mean the motor oil stains? Mr. Raymond was helping me fix my lawnmower. Okay, so that's great. So now we're on to the rest of systematic killing of an entire neighborhood, as you said earlier.
Right. Well, to what end? Hard.
No.
What are we doing here? This is just. Just keep going.
Rampage, like William Friedkin Rampage.
Oh, great film, by the way.
Just like Suburban murder spree.
Yeah, it's killing spree. Yeah.
People in blenders and stuff.
Yes, for sure. Very 90s. 90s pushed like the 90s loved killing neighborhoods and families.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of
this is the time.
Right. In the 90s.
Exactly. This is the time to like murder a whole family and be really stoked on it. Whose dog is that?
I'm like shocked.
It's somebody out. Banned from TV and Faces of Death and stuff.
Yeah. Totally. So Nicole, John's here. No. Don't worry. Okay. It adds to the ambiance.
Shut your dog up, Ben.
Nicole, John.
Baby guts.
John's here, and your grandmother wants her brush back. Tell her it's about Carl. I don't know. I don't understand that exchange at all. Just a minute. Did you say Carl? She's not seeing him again, is she? And then, oh boy, here we go. Taking down Nicole here. Great drawing. Fucked up shit, but great drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The wire bit into my knuckles as I pulled and twisted. Mrs. Farrell's neck was soft, giving way to the wire easily. She kicked, struggled, and died relatively quietly. The grandmother was holed up in her room, trying to eavesdrop with nearly deaf ears. The Rolling Stones, yes, blared from Nicole's room upstairs. Okay, I like that detail.
Yeah. It's very cinematic.
We gotta find a way to, like Give Me Shelter playing, like just
exactly.
So here we go. The art's good. I don't know what to say. Right?
Art's amazing.
The art's great.
I just want to see those lifeguards with this art,
Ben.
Mega Bob.
I like how everyone. I like how everyone in the chat is like just talking about Daznor and John Tar.
Yeah, they're all. It's every other comic. They're like, I wish it was.
Yeah, maybe
anything else.
Oh no.
So here we go. Oh, great. Mom, John, and now we're moving upstairs, it looks like. The amount of blood contained in the human body continues to startle me. I doubt if I'll get used to it, the way it seems to stick to your skin, trying to get back inside of another body. Okay, great.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
The grandmother took one look at the blood on my face, on my hands, and on my knife, and kneeled over, clutching her chest. Hey, man, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a long time. Hey, Jim, you just get off work? Yeah, decided to stop by and check if she's showing yet. Nicole will tell you that she's pregnant? Oh, God, now we know where this is going. Mm-hmm. So, oh, my God.
So again, Hart, the assignment was to do a still life with stuff in your house.
Yeah,
and you keep bringing us these pages.
This is concerning. Concerning.
So much blood in a body.
If I were a parent, I would not approve of, like, would you want your child coming home with, like, this? No.
No, dude.
I don't know, maybe.
Sant, you might be a psycho. I don't know.
I think it's probably true.
You think it is like better this than, like his family? Okay, cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what happened to you? You got blood all over your face. It's nothing. Just we played a real gross practical joke on your grandmother. Thought she was gonna have a heart attack. Really? Would you? It went like this. Okay, that's pretty funny. I'm sorry you picked today to visit Jim. You were one of the few neighbors I liked. So it's just about killing your fucking neighbors. Jesus Christ, Johnny. You just gutted me like a fish. Yep. There we go. This is very power profile here, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys agree. But how's everybody feeling? You guys hanging in there? Everybody hanging in? Like,
I'm hanging
out there.
I'm hanging by
Is
a
everyone
thread.
okay out there?
Yeah, everybody okay?
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. This is good. Very Beavis and Butthead here. This guy.
I do not understand what
I don't know
happens
what's
here, though.
going here. This is a confusing panel. Is this from the heavens above? He gets powers while he's killing people?
Yeah, does he get struck by lightning or something?
Let's see. I don't know.
Great panel, though. Great page.
It is.
Yeah,
it's superb.
It's very good.
Karoom! No one can stop me now, not even God. And then yeah.
Dark Angel. I don't know. Is it something like the possession of his other? I don't know, a dark spirit or something.
Maybe.
Could be. Shut up, Gertie. I'm just here to kill your owner. Good dog. And then great. Now he's got to kill a fucking dog, of course.
It's like a Michael Myers panel. The bottom right.
It's great. It's great. Yeah.
This is sort of like a Michael Myers perspective Halloween
That's
comic.
true.
Yeah.
Like just killing the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's over. Getting in is so easy. No one listens for strange noises. No one locks their doors. Nothing exists outside of the TV room. Hey, babe, get me a beer, would ya? Sure thing, Pop. And while you're up, get the chips. This is great. Like, I want to see. I'd rather have a comic about them, right? Little, father, daughter, just domestic, having a good time, watching TV. I love the way he's drawn.
Blind Melon blasts from the radio as I pull a knife out of the
And make sure you get me a Miller. Bud lights your And make sure you get me a Miller. The Bud lights your mother's. That's amazing.
Yeah, this is like a Night Stalker thing too. It's like definitely Richard Ramirez inspired.
Totally.
Oh, totally.
Like
he loves the
couples
serial
eating dinner and
Yeah, it is total. Yeah, exactly. You're right on.
And love the this here. It's great. Like bloody hand going into the fridge. Like you already know what's
that's awesome.
Here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
When I saw that panel, I was like, I really like the art on this comic.
That's
right.
I was like, man, I want to draw a comic like this panel, like the art in this panel.
Like also like on the point of the refrigerator, like it's pretty accurate because it's like a lot of like Charles Manson did that, Ramirez did that, like Golden State did that. Like you go in and you murder like two old couples and then like go in their fridge and just eat shit.
Yeah,
that's like a thing that a lot of like people talk about that happen.
I'm gonna kill you and I'm gonna eat your food and drink your booze and
I'm gonna leave a yogurt half eaten on your desk. No, they would. You're totally right. They would do that. They just love to fuck with.
Yeah, that like struck me as accurate. I like that.
That's interesting. That's like another kind of like violation, I guess, against like somebody's like
totally
another invasion.
Like complete disrespect. Like you're just
like stealing their sustenance.
And also,
sorry,
like,
I gotta power pause for a second here. Just to shout out, Jeff Miller is in the chat. Jeff Miller, stick around to the end, buddy. You are part of my surprise for tonight. So,
shit.
So Jeff Miller, hang out. Everybody say hey to Jeff Miller. He's an important part of the power community. I'll say that. Sorry, continue what you were saying.
No.
Okay.
Proceed.
Okay, proceed. Okay, beautiful panel. Amazing. Love it. Let's keep going here. Oh, God. I love it.
Yeah.
Thanks for the brew, babe. Now, how about passing your old man some of those chips I heard you munching on in the kitchen? Say, what'd you get on this can? It's all sticky. It's Annie's blood. What? Whoa, he's got her head. I'm not blocking the TV, am I? Annie! You lousy motherfucking sack. Sack of shit. I thought that was just sack. Yeah, you lousy motherfucking sack. Yeah, wow. Amazing. I love that. And then whack. Yeah. Awesome. Jeff Miller also pointed out this is one of the only comics that, Hart actually drew. So I think he really was more of the brains of the, Boneyard Press, putting it all out.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, art's awesome. And then looks like he's like shooting out lasers of his eyes here.
Yeah.
And then he falls to the ground here. And then the inner monologue. That was stupid. Arrogant. The act of a fool drunk on spilt wine. I shouldn't have taunted him. I should have just killed him. Damn. I thought I was above that. Mr. Driggett was an outspoken member of the NRA. Ooh, this is amazing. He made sure everyone on the block knew he was a gun nut. He said everyone needed a gun. He was right. There's only so much you can do with a knife. Oh my God.
Wow.
Amazing. Yeah, so there we go.
Social commentary.
Yeah, totally. And then here we go. Looks like now this is the right page, right? Yeah, okay. Clink, wake up. I have your husband and your daughter tied up downstairs. You scream and they're dead. Shut up. They're not dead yet. Where's your husband keep his gun collection? They're in the office down the hall on the right in the locked cabinet. The key is in the drawer underneath this lamp. Hey, baby, don't hurt my... Since you've been so cooperative, I'll take you to see your family. Slice. Of course, we're slicing here. Thanks. He spared us this slice, at least. So that's kind of cool. And then here we go. It went so easily. I was surprised this sort of thing didn't happen more often. I wondered who would discover the bodies. At least it wouldn't be my mother. She'll be in Oregon for another week with my sister. Come on, man. Pick me up. I ain't no psycho. I'm just some dude stuck out in the rain. I like how he's drawing the rain here.
Yeah, I love that. These are beautiful panels.
They're awesome.
That's great hitchhiker dialogue.
Yeah.
I'm just a wiener on the rain, dude. Pick me up.
And it's like, it's also, this is kind of giving me the Adventures of BOC vibes a little bit. With this
my God. Yeah, but this is like deliberate scratching to illustrate rain. The other stuff is just like...
No, I know. Pure madness.
Schizophrenia.
Totally, yeah. Fuck you too, man. Have a nice fucking life, suburban scum. So there you go. See? It's all the hatred for suburbia. Freezing my nuts off out here. I should have stayed in LA with Sarah. Whoa, who's Sarah? Mumble grumble.
Yeah, this isn't the main character, right?
No. This is
just a hitchhiker. It's super confusing.
Just wait for it.
Because John has the inner monologue, and now this character has an inner monologue. So.
No, it's very confusing.
But it delivers though. It is very cinematic. You know, he's good at directing this story. You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's missing like one or two lines that
don't burn my genitals, please.
Exactly. We're all clasping our genitals from being burnt. The truck belonged to the Farrells, or Farrells, I guess. It gave me the space for my camping gear and a few bodies. With some bodies gone, the police would be more likely to add me to the list of missing rather than a suspect. Promising honor student murdered by a maniac was better than honor student goes wacko. The truth will be too difficult for them to accept right away. They're weak. All right, maybe this is my ticket to ride. So here we go. Okay. Wow. Great. Awesome. Fucking drawing right there.
That's good.
Attaboy, slow down for old Mickey here. Okay, so he's Mickey. Wait a minute, this jerk-off's cutting in a little close. Ah, you bitch. Oh, son of a bitch. Sorry, I didn't see that. Hitting someone with a car wasn't the same. I'm too removed from the death. Hurtling over him in my metal shell. It's a useless gesture. I can feel his passing. Just a bump in the road. A mess to clean off the grill. Okay.
All right.
It's a weird detour.
Now we're in a... Speaking of weird detours, I don't know where we're going. I don't know where we're at, but something's happening now, and I'm into it.
I'm into it too. Yeah, I'm in now. Okay, so guys taking out the trash, looking pretty awesome. He started, and then he picks up the old Hart D Fishers here. This dog drawing. I mean, that's a tracing, right, or not? I don't even know. It's amazing.
It's probably use reference.
Yeah. Joe. Blah blah blah. They're saying blah blah blah. What?
I know. I can't believe they're saying blah blah blah.
It's amazing. I have to go. Sorry, no, that's the other guy. I have to go. I want my pay. What the fuck you talking, Ogun? You can't just leave in the middle of a fucking week. There've been some deaths. I have business in Chicago now. I need my back pay. Yeah, right. Pay windows over there. Tell him I said it was okay. Take it easy, Hogan. So now he's like totally not mad at him.
There have been, if someone said to me there have been some deaths, I have business in Chicago, I'd be like, yeah, whatever you need.
Take all that money. Psycho. Go. Yeah, totally.
There have been some deaths. I have business in Chicago.
Yeah. That's one strange motherfucker, man. I don't even want to know what's with his business. Broke Big Jack man. Oh my God. Wait, broke Big Jack Manahan's jaw and arm in 3 places first day on a job. No shit. Some kind of fucking karate bullshit. So, okay. Is this Hart now?
Fisher.
Is this Hart studying for...
Of course this is Hart.
Oh my God.
Of course it's Hart, dude.
I love how this like lines up with his like Taekwondo ideals as well.
Wow.
This comic. Unbelievable. Wow. YK Kim would not be impressed with
his business in Chicago is getting his black belt in Taekwondo.
The cycle begins anew. Before my moment of power, he must be destroyed before he realizes his identity and the true purpose on this earth. Look into the flames and know your prey. I love that, sitting with the dog and then with the fire in his eyes.
So
amazing.
Cool.
Yeah, so crazy.
That dog looks more like a pint size.
Yeah, like a Chihuahua mix.
Yeah.
A corgi. Yeah, totally.
It doesn't look like a big dog.
Evil misanthropic corgi. And then here we go.
Kind of a weird decision, actually.
Totally.
Oh yes.
Final page here, which great. Before Dark Angel breaks off into a very bizarre B storyline, which I don't know. Should we cover in short order? I don't know. I feel like it's kind of. Or do you guys want to go
through it?
Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's not as interesting. It's not as.
No.
So, go seek him out on the side roads, the back alleys where the blackest shadows lie. Bring me the angel's eyes, and then bring me his eyes. Wow, that just like goes from so random, like kill your fucking neighbors. And then we're introduced to all these crazy characters that like are non sequitur, right?
Yeah, this kind of saves it for me because it brings it into a supernatural sort of realm, And it's not just like this like fantasy of killing people.
That's what I meant. It's like it really delivers from like just he knows how to pace it. You want to read what the next ish or 2 or 3. You're like, where is this going? It's not just baby smashing,
Right, for the
I love this panel here with this guy, this lit from below face. I love it so much.
It's really cool. Really cool.
That is so. Does he have a little mustache, or is that like a?
I think it's the lighting.
The lady, okay.
A little mustache.
I wasn't sure if it was like a tiny little Chaplin Hitler.
I think he's got like duck lips and it's giving him a shadow.
Oh, okay, I see.
So then, like, after that, just sort of, like, perfect slice of, like, 90s, misanthropia, suburban misanthropia, he brings us in this really corny story here in the back half, which I'm going to breeze over because it's really cringy in comparison. It's a half man, half bull private detective. Okay? And maybe that's
very of the time, I feel like.
Very of the time. Like, very magical realism, very like
exactly
like Donnie Darko kind of, like just do you know what I'm saying?
It looks like Joe Camel or something though. I feel like it's like kind of
so weird.
This like weird comedic anthem.
Yes.
It's very tongue in cheek and funny, and I mean, it's not a terrible story. It's just it doesn't. It's not anything like Dark Angel,
It's definitely like just look at this. I mean, this is all you really need to know. Yeah. And it's just kind of like very of the era, very evocative of probably where comics was going, in a way with like,
it's like
that
Little Monsters or something.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, I love that movie.
Totally.
I've seen that movie like 100 times.
Oh, so fucking good.
Look at him like slurping on this soda. Like that says everything about 1991
exactly
in comics that you needed to know. Yeah.
He's chewing on a hot dog in the top left there.
Yeah, I love it. It's pretty amazing though that he's got this side to him. You know, at least he's got this side. Little levity, little levity. Even though I think he's very serious about this, like he would defend this. Like, Bill the Bull. That's exactly what it is. Bill the Bull. He's he's a private eye. Yeah. So, and then of course this, it's just kind of like kind of a whodunit story. And this, oh my god,
love that.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
And then we got original prints here from Hart D. Fisher you can order if you like.
Awesome.
Of what? I have no idea. Oh my god, this one.
Yeah. Portraits of John Wayne Gacy. Unbelievable. And then Bill's happy face. Bill's happy face.
What?
Wow.
Holy
and
shit.
then you guys got to get a load of the back cover. And then like this.
Ooh.
Like Cannibal Corpse. Like.
Yeah.
That's probably what his paintings are like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Totally.
Wow.
So there you have it. We did it. We survived. Dark Angel issue number 1, and I do have a couple of things I didn't bring up before, but I do have Dark Angel number 2, and Dark Angel number 3. So it does.
Who did the cover for Dark Angel number 2?
It's somebody of note.
Kyle Hotz.
It's somebody of note.
Or Kelly Jones.
Shit, hold on. Trying to see where it says. Damn. Does anybody know? I bet Jeff Miller knows.
Looks like Kelly Jones or Kyle Hotz.
I think it's Kelly Jones because it says Jones.
I think it's Kelly
1991.
Jones. Yep,
you're right. It is Kelly. Yeah, it is right. You're right. Yep, everybody knows. Yeah. This issue takes a totally kind of different departure from the story, where he is seen biting like a animal here, right away, which is and stabbing it, and then it actually goes into this whole realm of kind of a cult story where he's
cool.
That panel, bottom left. Oh my god, I love it.
That is powered up. That is fucking powered up. And then it goes into where he's kind of infiltrating this cult and maybe saving this woman. So the story actually gets really interesting.
Like some pagan Satanism.
Satanism. Yeah, it does.
Cool.
Takes a total.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
Yeah,
hard
worship
turn
in the woods. Yeah, it's good.
Is Detective Bull in there, or is that a different?
Oh yeah,
because that. Yeah,
it's
okay.
Oh yeah, he shows up again.
Oh,
check
yeah.
it out. Yeah. Fucking action movie. That's an amazing. Kick him in the fucking break his knee.
That's a good move, dude.
It's awesome. So yeah, I mean, these are all worth picking up if you see them. Don't show this to anybody you're trying to impress, but I think that it actually tones down a little bit with Dark Angel 2, where the main character kind of becomes more, like I was saying, he's kind of rescuing this woman from this weird pagan cult. So it's weird. Yeah. It takes a total different thing. And then I also have here too, just so you can see, these are a couple of the Jeffrey Dahmer titles that he would go on to publish in addition to the one, Raimi, you have over there. Yeah. But Dahmer Zombie Squad and Jeffrey Dahmer versus Jesus Christ. Look at this.
Oh, man.
That is insane.
Wow. Boy. That is bananas.
Oh, so edgy.
So edgy.
Crazy.
But that's what he was doing over there at Boneyard Press, man. Hart D. Fisher.
Yeah. So, and Boneyard Press, he was in college when he started it.
Yeah.
He was still in college. It's pretty cool. And I read that his grandfather Elmer, I think his name is Elmer, was lend him money to fund it. So similar.
Always a power grandpa.
Oh, wow.
It's always
a classic power story.
Yeah.
It's never a direct parent. It's always one removed. I feel like that gives the money up.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
but
thank you,
kind
Grandpa.
of like American Movie 2 vibes.
Yes.
Father
Totally.
And he was had his pretentious mission. I need this.
Totally.
Right.
It's okay. It's all right. There's something to live for.
Exactly.
Jesus told
Hi, Grandpa. How are you doing, Grandpa?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good. I was just wondering. I got a Jeffrey Dahmer versus Jesus comic that I want to make.
I'm gonna burn your fucking genitals off, Grandpa. It's a whole world. It's a whole freaking world that he's created.
Jeez.
And we're here to at least talk about it. So hopefully we didn't lose followers, even though we're trying to get to 1,000. Anyway, final thoughts. Gabe, Dark Angel, final thoughts. We haven't heard your whole wrap-up report on this.
You know, it deserves to be here. It is, it redeems itself. The first 10 pages are exhausting and cringy, but it drew me in. I like his work. I think it was really well, honestly directed and edited and put together well. I don't think I'll keep reading it. And I hope he doesn't ever find this video.
Yeah, or burn our genitals. Yeah. But maybe as a last, well, Rami, first tell us you're now going through it, a second time. Tell us your thoughts, and then I think maybe we should just check out one clip of him on Jerry Springer if you guys have a minute.
Oh yeah, that one's fucking great. And speaking of that clip too, it's like the whole thing is just how self-serious this guy is,
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why it's so hilarious, and it's so
it's earnest.
Time. And
yeah,
and he's that age where he's like, standing up for his beliefs and wanting to shock people and so I think it's like, I love it because it's a slice of that time period. It's so 1991, 1992, it's just like that serial killer obsession and kind of trying to shock the neighborhood.
Totally.
It is very earnest. I have to agree with you.
Exactly, and I think that's what makes it.
It's Ernest kills his neighbors, is what it is.
Yes.
It is. It totally is. You son of a bitch! I'm gonna burn your genitals. All right, let's hop over to the Power TV here to take a look at Hart on Jerry Springer. This is a good kind of send off for Hart because he's kind of like everyone's been fucking throwing rocks at this guy for how could you do this, you son of a bitch, and then he throws it right back at this pastor, I think, or like a preacher, and it's great. And this is what makes Hart really likable, actually. So, a reverend, yes, you're right. So, here we go, Power TV in full effect. Here we go.
Don't buy the comic book. Right. Don't sell the comic book. Don't give them 1 penny, and then they haven't won.
You can say that, then you do believe in censorship because that's the whole word of the whole problem right there.
I just saw that guy in the comic.
Well, these women have sold the Dahmer comic. No one cared about my Dahmer comic until they came on TV. It's now worth $100 for a copy of that comic because these people keep coming on TV, keep complaining, but thanks to Janetta.
How many years
to you, Mr. Fisher? Good to see you again.
Brooding.
It's been a while, but you will see me again. What I think you're doing is absolutely despicable. What you're teaching is wrong. You will see me again.
Well, let's not. How many years have we been preaching?
It's for a conversation. Let's not have any veiled threats here.
How many people have died for God?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's what I'd like to know. How many people have died for God? How many people have died for the Bible, the Crusades, the Spanish Inquisition, Salem witch trials? Reverend?
Yes!
Yes! Dude, he's the coolest. He is the fucking coolest.
It's kind of good. It's kind of
he's the shit.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah.
He's very likable.
He keeps his cool. He keeps his cool demeanor the whole time.
He does. He never loses it.
Yeah.
It's just it's awesome. So that was awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
The Salem
totally amazing.
Trials.
Yes. Well, the Salem witch trials.
Because like he's like I'm not selling this book. I'm not making. Like, if you guys weren't coming on TV with this bullshit, I wouldn't be selling any of it. So it's like it's pretty.
That's what he keeps saying too. Yeah, he's all about like saying like everybody in the audience assumes he's like rich off this comic.
Yeah.
And if anyone knows anything about comics, you're not getting rich off of it unless you're part of the majors. And it's like he's saying, well, the comics are selling because you're having me on this channel talking about it. And so it's pretty amazing. So, all right, well. That was that was Hart D. Fisher and the Boneyard Press oeuvre. As promised, I have a couple of surprises. I guess we will start with first. I want to give a shout out to our patrons for this month. That signed up, and you should definitely join at patreon.com/powercomics if you haven't. Chris Leatherman, thank you very much for becoming a patron. Oh, we got Tad Mullenix, goddamn log himself, signed up to be a patron. Thank you so much, man. You're the best Instagram. Second to ours, though. No, I'm just kidding. Yours is great. Stanley Lieber, thank you for becoming a patron. That's awesome. And I think we have this other gentleman here. I saw Jim Kelly. And thank you for becoming a big muscle hunky Patreon for the top amount of patronage. I really appreciate that. So thank you guys for signing up. Hope you guys have been enjoying it. Anyway, let's get to the surprises. Okay, let's do it. So mark your calendars, everybody, because June 24th, isn't that next week? I think it is.
Yeah.
June 24th. Hopefully you're available, Ben, Gabe, because we are going to have Tony Lorenz is coming back to the Power Comics channel. John Tar, #1 artist. Finally, somebody who won't burn our genitals, who's a nice man, who's appreciative, is going to be showing up back on the channel.
I know. If I didn't have a reason before to not take off my chastity belt, I do now.
But Tony Lorenz is going to be returning to the Power Comics YouTube channel, a fucking hero. I think he's become a legend since the original interview I did with him like 5 months ago. And so what we're going to be doing with Tony is we're going to be looking at some of his real under the radar work, even beneath John Tar. We're going to look at Savage World, which he published before. We're going to look at some of the unpublished Savage Worlds, even though this got published but sold probably 10 copies. But there's an unpublished Savage World issues. We're going to look at some art from that. And we're also going to look at, I have a little teaser for it, which I think you guys are going to freaking appreciate. We're going to look at his Night Stalker. Okay, unpublished. Ooh. Tony Lorenz, take a look, guys. Night Stalker.
Wow. Holy shit.
Hello. Yes. So we're going to be looking at some digital scans that he sent in for Night Stalker, which is a fucking awesome serial that he did back in the day, man. It says, it says there. So Tony Lorenz.
Yeah, dude.
We're going to be hitting him up with some of the awesome fucking cool shit that he really hasn't been published or seen ever before. So you're going to see it for the first time. June 24th, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll get Tony Lorenz back. So make sure you are ready for that shit. Next this is a big surprise because we're going to record this video hopefully this week, if I can convince Ben, Gabe, you guys to do it, is we got to give a special shout out to Jeff Miller. Jeff Miller, hopefully you're still in the chat. Jeff Miller is a Power Comics collector. He's OG with this shit. And he has probably a bigger, more impressive collection than we do. And he goes to the source. He finds the artists, he finds the people, and he gets the issues direct from the source. And he was kind enough for all of us here at the Power community to actually send in issues that we don't have. So we could get them on the show and get them scanned and put them in the archives, put them in the Patreon. So I have a stack here of stuff that he has sent me. It has arrived. It is here. And I think what we're going to do scheduling wise is do live shows every week like we normally do, every Tuesday, whatnot. We're going to do that. And then I think we should just make our way through the Jeff Miller, a.k.a. PM Home Video shipment that we record as videos off air. So here's the one that we're going to lead with because this has been on my fucking want list forever. And he was able to score it. I can't believe it. Guys, Baneful Ground.
Oh,
Baneful Ground, yeah.
Baneful Ground. You guys ready for some Baneful Ground?
Wow.
So
I'm ready.
So we're going to be looking at Baneful Ground this week on the YouTube channel. Dude, look at this and look at that. Oh my
mama.
God.
Ooh.
So that's awesome.
Shit.
And some little tease for you here, just real quick, is you guys got to get a look at these Power creators on the inside cover here. Look at this. This is who. This is who whose minds we're going into this week on the channel. So don't sleep on this shit. We're gonna scan this and put it up on the Patreon. It's absolutely rare. I've never seen it. Somehow, Jeff, you fucking got it. I don't know how you got it, but you did. And so we're going to be getting that up and sharing that with everybody. But yeah, Baneful Ground. Can't wait to cover it this week on the channel. Savage World and obviously Night Stalker. Look out for that, June 24th. And I don't know, guys. That feels like a pretty goddamn good couple of surprises there.
Dude, big deal. I can't.
Awesome.
I mean, Jeff, I have to thank you so much. I mean, you to send us that stuff to add to the collection is so cool.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited. There's a bunch of amazing shit in there that Evan is not showing you that I know that Jeff has donated or borrowed to us. That's wild stuff, man.
There's a few in there that are unbelievable that we're going to be I've never seen ever before anywhere, and we're going to be making our way through the Jeff Miller stack of issues soon. So all right, guys, I think that kind of wraps us up. Another Power Comics Book Club in the can. Man, that was some dark shit, but we made it through. I feel better.
Right on.
I'm gonna go cut my cat's head off right now.
Wah, 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 wah. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks, Rami, for joining too. We appreciate the serial killer insight. The Hart D Fisher. You're the president of the Hart D Fisher fan club, and of course Ben. Oh, Ben. Wait, before we go, can you wait? Hold on. Can we make? Let me make your camera bigger. I want you to show us what you've been working on, please, if you can.
Sure.
All right, hold on. Let me expand.
Okay.
Ben.
I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
Big Ben.
So
love it.
Big Ben. Ben, what you been working on, Ben?
So I've been working on a painting of Blunt Elf. It is Blunt Elf erotica.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Work in progress. So I need to draw. I need to paint in the
so good.
The older
wizard, right?
Wizard elf, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ben, that is.
What are we working in there? We got gouache. We got acrylic. What's going on here, bud?
This is acrylic on mixed media paper.
Beautiful.
Nice. I love it.
And Ben, while we have you, tell us about your YouTube channel and where people can follow you and you got art. You got art for sale, right?
Yes, buy it. It's amazing.
I do have art for sale on my website, so feel free to go check it out there, benjaminmarra.com. And then my YouTube channel can be found on the YouTube search function, I guess. I'll post it in the comments section. But it's go check it out. It's like a lot of process videos just talking about mostly digital inking right now, but I'm going to expand to other things soon.
It's amazing. It's mesmerizing to watch your process.
Thanks.
It's so cool. Definitely subscribe to Ben Marra's YouTube if you haven't. And we'll also throw it in the comments to this video as well. But all right, everybody, thank you so much. Another Power Comics Book Club done. Oh shit, the fucking poll. I keep forgetting about everything. All right, Gabe, what should be in the poll?
I mean, I personally think we should throw a couple of the runners up in there that we had before.
Right,
I think
I'll do it.
I think those are equally as good as the ones that we picked before. Jeff Miller in the comments, will Night Business pages ever be for sale? I think they're all digital scans from Tony. So, I mean, if you want to work your magic and harass Tony and get him to give you some, but
no,
I hope so. I hope we can.
Night Business.
He's talking about my comic.
Oh, your comic. I think you're talking about Tony shit. Oh,
yeah,
is it?
I mean, maybe one day, Jeff. Not anytime soon though. So I'm hanging on to them. So like stock, I don't want to trade in just yet.
And that's not digital. That's all.
No, that's all
stuff?
On paper. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's all on paper.
All right.
I mean, get in there, get some of Ben's stuff. It's amazing.
All right, let's. Sorry, before we leave, I'm sorry. This stream has had 20 endings, but let's do the power poll. I'm gonna post it here shortly on the Instagram, guys. You're gonna be voting for Delta Squadron. Let's do the losers bracket. Here's the losers bracket. It's live. Both of these deserve a chance to be on the Power Book Club. They're both unbelievable. Do not sleep on Photon Effect. It might be one of the funniest comics I've ever read. Delta Squadron, one of the most insane style. The style of this, I think it's a French-Canadian comic. And don't sleep on that Delta stands for Defense Elite for Launching Team of Attack either. So that's what it stands for. So
Can't go wrong.
Yeah. So, guys, I'm going to put this up here in about, 15, 20 minutes. We'll be up on the Instagram, the Power Comics Instagram. Vote for next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. here on YouTube. We will cover one of these two issues. Take a little break from that fucking power nihilism and get into something a little more cheerful. So anyway, all right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining the Power Comics Book Club. We love you, and we will see you next time. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.